be a good time to check out a movie at the theaters this weekend. 8 iconic women team up to pull off a massive jewel heist.
And you can see the incredible true story of a couple trying to survive at sea after a catastrophic hurricane.
Yeah, we got Michael Cook here.
Yes, talk about two movies. Let's talk about Ocean's 8 first. This is part of the Ocean's 11 series. There you see Sandra Bullock at the very beginning of the movie. She plays Debbie Ocean, who's the sister of the George Clooney character in the Ocean's 11 films. Well, here in this movie, it starts off as the same way as the Ocean's 11 movie. She's paroled and, of course, immediately jumps back into a life of crime. While in prison, she hatched an idea for a caper where she would, her and her soon-to-be assembled teammates would steal an amazing, famous necklace worth $150 million. There you see Kate Blanchett, who is kind of her right hand, a right-hand person there helping direct the traffic. You have Mindy Kaling, Rhiannon. I can never Rhiannon or Rihanna.
Yeah.
I'm not cool enough to be able to say. There she is. She does a fantastic job as the hacker. There's some other Helen Bonham Carter there. You see plays a fashion designer, and they come up with this caper where Anne Hathaway's character is wearing the jewels. She plays she's kind of sending up her own character, her own real life character, playing a movie star at the Met. So basically, this is a heist film where they have to come up with ingenious ways to steal the jewels off somebody's neck in the middle of one of the most famous galas on the planet, the Met Gala. Well, of course, they have all kind of different schemes and plots and plans, and that part is interesting. The downside of this film, it's too much along the exact same plot lines of the first Ocean 11, to the point where it feels very procedural, very kind of rote, and it doesn't quite have the heart and excitement of the other films.
The Queen didn't make an appearance.
No. The Queen's not in this one. Look, all the 8 actresses who make up Ocean's 8 are all fantastic. I just thought it was just sort of just not that exciting of a film. It got really good when the heist really got in process, but overall I gave it a 7 out of 10. It just wasn't all that excited about this one, unfortunately. But great actresses. Now the next movie to talk about is called Adrift. It's based on a true story of a young couple in the early 80s. Some friends of theirs or people hire them to take a yacht from Tahiti to California, San Diego, and it's based on a true story, so look, they're on a yacht in the middle of the ocean. Of course, a hurricane hits, and Shailene Woodley's character has to help them both survive. Shailene Woodley is just fantastic in this movie. I can't say enough good things about her. She does a great job as a young woman who has to save herself and her friend, her fiancé in the movie, Sam Claflin, who is injured in the movie. The movie starts off with, at the beginning, where you know that there already is a wreck. And it tells a story through flashbacks of how they met, how they fell in love, and then how they came to be on the boat in the first place. When you see the effects in terms of the cinematography of the tragedy of the waves and the destruction that the yacht is barely still floating, that part is just fantastic to view. Of course, it's tragic in terms of what happens to him, but just from a piece of cinematography, very well done. I really love this movie. Shailene Woodley, I think, carried the movie, makes it very worthwhile. Look, with any kind of marooned or adrift kind of movie, you kind of have a sense of what's going to happen. They're going to run low on food, they're going to run low on water, but it's how well you tell the story that makes it worthwhile. And this one does a good job. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, good to hear. I love movies based on true stories, too, so I think that would be a good one. All right, thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have much more on Good Day after the break.